Ebusian for my mom, Aquaba and found Bragana, Sam TVGH, Messer, like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications so that anytime you post a video with Seria, with some
600 million.
Yeah, $600 million. Fantastic. Thanks for the correction.
You're welcome.
Yeah, $600 million. Fantastic. Thanks for the correction.
You're welcome.
But very strange. You are sitting on $48 billion. It's in your soil. And you are complaining that, oh, we need 600 million, we can't find it. What's wrong with you? I mean, if you are this incompetent, excuse me, if you are this incompetent, if you are this useless, why are you anywhere near government assets? Why have we given our powers to you to manage our affairs? We are sitting on $48 billion and you are complaining about 600 million. Incredible. Okay? Now we are saying that we are sitting on $48 billion of raw materials. We are talking about an industry which potentially can become the backbone of our industrialization project and so on. And we are throwing our arms in despair and saying that, oh, you need an individual. A company is an individual, I suppose, you know, to come and give us $600 million and take 70% of the company. Are you crazy? Moro, are you crazy? Unbelievable. But this is the argument you are making. And then sometimes we create the impression that this is an ideological debate. There's no ideological debate. It is about common sense. Simple common sense. You understand? Now, you need $600 million in order to make Valco run and so on. That's what you need. Who says that the only means of generating $600 million is by giving 70% of the company to somebody, some company? You know, you have been a banker, you know. You can actually, on the basis of the viability of the enterprise, go to a bank.
And make a case.
Make a case and get $600 million, which would enable you to retrofit, buy equipment and so on, and you pay it as a loan. The Bank of Financial Institutions doesn't have to have shares in Valco to make you generate $600 million.
They will happily give you the money.
It is viable. The banks and financial institutions deal on the viability of the project.
Yeah.
Why? We know that we are sitting on $48 billion. What deal can't you make with a financial institution or a bank or something in order to save Valco? You make with a financial institution or a bank or something in order to save Valco? Why should you have to sell 70% of Valco to be able to generate 600 million? Peanuts compared to what we are sitting on. It doesn't make any sense at all. Sometimes I'm lost. Sometimes I wonder how public officials think. Well, sometimes I actually wonder whether they do any thinking at all. So this is the reality. Okay? Now, Moro. You see, the Valco project was so well thought out. And every step that has to be taken has already clearly been defined. You don't have to start thinking and so on. In fact, I got very highly interested in the Valco project when I had conversations with Mr. Atuahoy. He's been working on this integrated aluminium industry over a long period of time and has a clear understanding of what the industry needs to survive and so on. So I've had some conversations with him. I've also had some conversations with Professor Ayɛka Kwesi, who happened to have been the chair of the Volta River Authority at the time when there were problems with power supply, for the industry and so on. And it is clear that this is a viable project which we can run as Ghana. And we don't need any 70% shareholder to come and give us 600 million to run it. It doesn't make any sense at all. But Moro, look, since 1996, especially after 1982-83, we've made this argument that private sector involvement in the running of state enterprises is key to their survival. We've made that argument very strongly. Over the period, we privatized 400 state enterprises. More than 400 state enterprises were privatized. How many survived after privatization? How many? Can you count 6 who survived after privatization out of 400? So our history and experience shows us that privatization is not necessarily a panacea for reviving state enterprises and making state enterprises play the role that they ought to play in the economy.
The private school, they have free education. But
one drop in. Okay, we can for let you to us do Benjamin and me drop you there, but me pamucho.
Why, Mammy Trouble ye?
Me ba
NDC chairman, no more count in the squad account. Or my father account. Now, free education, no crown. Be so pure constant school. Say, Omutia. Say, Utia never be Utia PTA. Otherwise, PTA first term, second term, third term, be Utia 3 million. And 9 million.
Yes, me ba. I also my team was here.
Okay.
Me ba. Emma obi akasaba free senior school ha. Me kasaba chema wuntu nya ya chin. And the effect I had
no more yana was about canocole. No kwaba na
one is NPP ba power. Chema wuntu me resource no. Ana mo kasa basa.
Abutre.
The voice. The voice. The voice change.
Mama tipa me say me hu fa me.
The voice. Kikaya kikemu wa ha. We have lost a lot. There are certain things a person yet mean can. And ye a juma ya say ya mere ya daji ye sika ni ye nara. The voice done wuti ya camera china uchashi ye. Why would you allow obi a wonim communication so on for no make dringu?
No, but do be one of our own, and I'm surprised at what you said.
Why not watch that, you know.
What sort of communication is that? Who is simple?
Say base MPP room.
We are not going to allow anybody to come and run down Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to come and run down Ujmaya. Woo, Jina was say, 2028 policy now, Jina was a baby no, and none of your debate campaign. What is wrong with you people?
Yo,
who told you
comment section. Comment section.
Be senior high school.
Osman, Meba, Osman, AKC, voice, my son is in, Meba, Osman say, voice, my son is in Medina Ideal College, and I can state it emphatically that it is not free. And I can. Because I thought first in a ready for budget, 2 main, 2 supplementary.
Messi what is wrong with you people?
It is possible. My mentor, my NDC.
Who told you so won't do your resource? Do you who told you that want to do your resource? Yes, stop it. It's a move. One person can and one person.
Your question is no correct. We be just
we are not going to allow you to make the work difficult for us. We will treat you as such. We will not allow the voice. We will not allow anybody to make the work difficult for us. As someone who didn't have working, a throw a working, non fire who didn't working, and this in be chemo. What the back campaign? Yeah, no, my campaign 2028. No more, there are no campaign. What is wrong with NPP? Are we okay?
Oh, yeah, can't be canonical. And no,
also need
I don't be a call. What PTA? Maybe voice that be milk to me. Obia, or
also 5 minutes
ago. Now I'm out for your PTA. Your mama buy first term, second term, third term. First term be a utia 3 million, second term utia 3 million, fourth, third term utia 3 million. Nana do near to your PT. Who be drunk or cassa, Yakwako Biscuabu. Papa, why drink?
the voice. Unim communication. Men force us obey communication. Jina sene tap so. Men force me kasa tap. So.
All right. Yo, Chief aware 5 minutes and you. Chief, Chief, I'm meeting. My chief kasa after chief for your wood also about you.
Yo, me chia a team for a platform wing us. Me chia me and my sister. It is possible, ne? Obi also be a na say a kaba way.
My chief.
Yeah, me that's your dog. Me kaka craft chairman won't me chia ye chair no. Say na na what pepe na. Ye jailing in 20 years. Me de bia me can say. I was saying changing and style of communication, because that 20 years somebody am chairman way no. Maybe the mechanic say a tribal judgment. The entire American say a tribal.
Simple.
The entire American say a tribal is very simple because one, in Crophomi, you know, true petition, comma, you kono. Membo bomb dinchero. Back on we are Martin Pebu. Martin Pebu Finifa of Volta region. Kanashibe of Volta region. Jaja or you voted. Yeah, do your research well.
I mean, proper ways to the
ready. Or you votarian, yeah.
In proper ways to the
Jaja or Trump, Yanesono. Your friend Audrey Kwekuvite. Or no see a voting.
Hey,
Shrimp side or you half dangling, half votarian.
Yeah.
Or no, your prosecutor. Into share idea way, and a chairman won't to mean a asantini. Eti kroben so na ye de assemble court. Prosecutor efi.
What I mean network as a chief dear.
What you mean can na? Oh, okay. Eti e kroben so na ye de assemble court. Prosecutor, any judge, any complainant, omo nyina fi the same region. So be a TB wa homa yi so a on kan kire me. E bin si da. So what you say? Enti ye po bi a no ma bato ho that I say. Kwen bi o mo de chairman won to me be fa so bi e de ne betu afiase bi ano mbeye. Wo ko fa lawyer ben
so betro go ne Facebook wo so no so ya igweni.
Okay. Exactly. Yes. Enti no wo ko fa lawyer ben efi heaven kra de ba. O ma bo mo timu pos on be jail chairman won to me there. No be jail no. Nothing can change. Sa adwena na wo butimu no. Na yenya ye MPP for no. E wo say ye ka ye hu bom. Na ye baako because time my chairman want to me call court. Mitimi hwe chairman want to me na me yoro akọ say aden party hierarchy akese we nyina no nti onipa baako kura ntimi nkodi chairman want to me echi. Na ye nyina ye tifi. And na yakọ lock ni up ya kana no atumu no. And na de me former majority leader any MPP mpanifo Anthony Cabo ne Samia Wuku Miami brother ne Dennis any MPP men na de me hu omo panam se afi de mo kwaye den wo
Yeah, parliament no mu de opuni mu achi.
Exactly. Yeah, na mo kwaye den wo ho sisi ta ma nipa ne wo ho no ma se mo kotra courtroom no is a judge no obedi asam ne kura ne boni. Because ye nyina say what the politics echi a time ani edi Lawrence asem ne yere asem in some canal now there be a Lawrence the courtroom ho omo pam ne cross yonko a former head of state at the courtroom who judge kra usuru so be jail ne yere what you say because MPP we are potential party 2028 e betimi abi win power enti say ye mpanifo no ne leadership nyina akotran ho no ma say judge no be jail ni de na nsesa jail no bank be sesa sentence no so what you say yanko na chema wontu me nko ametimi hwa branch we sa me say oh me ame wofa wontu me na me be di wasam ama
Sasa ne ntade
ya ye nyankrofo wo yem party mu ana omo bo se chema Kwesi nti former chairman. Say yen jelly chairman untumi, Mahama jelly untumi. Let me see, hey, maybe some me who say, na MPP for no, sebe, monfanche me. Nyansa na yen ni na said den. Because me di politics ye chiache. Me di politics ye chiache. So biya be kanokra 2012 election. NDC for Ashanti region. That na Kofi Boache. And a regional your friend is commander. Omuni EP for year 1 Environmental Protection Agency. And omu biya DBA to say gas. And nama hensan. And namu way bantuma. Be BMPP Kumasi proper. Kumasi municipality no. And omu BM framano. And omama EP for so a form of van. And omu namu krumu bode will say. In frame be a pie. Na wa obeba abonten no ohumi a ubewu na people yentimi nkoto aba. It took one person chema untumi and oye counter said no ye be pie and no mo na
few happy before you few
sana me kan omu di party na tike omu di party ni omu nsua sa na yoma
we are be kai mata ka se bia Joseph ya be kai
so what you say that time no na chema untumi ye chairman e wo bosomtwe. After 2012 no ye den and Oba said no Oba be jina and obi hu ni modern bo pa obo ya tama no ye constituency chairman no and MPP ye den ye to amaba no be ye chairman and chairman won to me be ye chairman no then they see ye bi then MPP for NDC for omuntu mean there PPA wa Ashanti region because chairman won to me anu ye den on srade okasa. He has a charisma. That time chairman won to me pia don't we di chairman want to me echi wa Ashanti region or chair president. Ya Santi fo ya na yesi chairman want to me akoka say or te empire. And no na di chairman want to me time. Gold ni kra de na nka ho. E empire chairman want to make kan so form the kingdom. And you see hey and on him bi eye ne ho kanana e koka say chairman want to me say or so chen sebe ye nyina yewura.
Yo. Ibrahim Mahama FN saying Mahama dua because ne bra Alfred mu nyina ye galamsey. So we dua. Won't me bush.
So what you say? Enti no yan kasa na ye ton yen ba yen doba yen bi bia chema wonti de ma NDC for no motoye. Na o ma shas ye yo mu wie yo. Mamen ka se bi beside Hanan ono ye di nasem no. Sabi pepe ni ben aigbe ni ben na ye tata no wo Mahama mabu ye nyina ya kanfo nko a.
Bisa kaneka biom.
Bisa na Hanan de no enu ntu nipa bebre hu ye. Oni attorney general wo issue asase bi hu dada.
Yeah.
Omo asase bi hu asem. Asase bi na we your friend saying attorney general ye ni say ye ne dia. But yes na ye Hanan de. And on my pre saa no mo pese omo beside no obi anim ye ni ha no almost a national service ye former minister na wo ho no you see for one yes you can ho gidi ya born charge ye born charge. It is about time ye can for no ye sorry me etimi ka ye ho bom hwe wunya
exactly
70%. The moment abenya 70% was Ashanti region no when we need election. We have 70% was Ashanti region. We have 75 for now.
The MPP has 70% to Ashanti region. You win election.
We win election. I'm telling you. Sabusa dankwa loto focus here. You know, boy, Yamadi Sika and all the yes adema. But Ashanti for ye can ye boom. Now it me ma large mamu Dr. Baumia 70% in Ashanti region. You win election. So what you say? By ye judge ye hu and na say ya boy en dua o say den e ha ye yo minim. So what you say? Chairman want to me nya bidi a enye but Ibrahim Mahama nya de a eye onu oya santini na sa aseso na gold wo onu ko tu bidi a yesi enye by Ibrahim Mahama ofisire mu onu no be di ade e wa asantefo asase na ya ka ya no atu then the high yen asantefo ne akanfo then the high
communication be say na me yepe. Bold
then the
communication
high
say na yepe.
so
Don't
what
shy
you
away
say we
from
need
the
to be
issues.
bold. We need to be bold and tell them it's a tribal judgment. So what you say? Minimum say baby I may be kono ebi amumu bi mumpe. Yen leadership especially
My brother, speak the truth. Wow.
yen current leadership we no. Hwe yen current leadership na wo say yesesam. Yan sesam ma ye bebre hwe. Ma men kan se bi jiro. So wasam ye dirty said den. Wasam ye dirty said den. Na wunnim kasa. Wano nte ya wo de be communicate ya. Yen tie wasam. Hwe press conference ye chiche ma wuntumi ya yekoye. Me hwe press conference ne kra na me wura wo. Assemble na ye general secretary. Obi a we are kenny sebe wako school we a lawyer ni communicate well untimi nkasa wano fomfom asemato hwe ye nyina ye bi akanfo no ye du be di ade kra ye hwe obi a wane ate ye gurumu wo dan mu ni a kire so kwa akokase mema wano fomfom me papa ti ase o tia ye o kasa no anka ni ye o si kasa yi hwe hwan ye di ni be di ade wo kuruma na no te
no more guilty conscious so ka ho me na me
wano nte so what you say mu be bie manu akasa yie mu ntime nkasa na mu gina ho no mo say political prisoner communicate well. It's a tribal judgment. Hwe cheddar ifri hifa ofikuma ase asama ni hotel ayaji afini nsemo. It didn't start yesterday o. It started on another address na asem no wekọ mama nchiro nipa no oye we your friend is saying oye lawyer no chachichika receiver na ye himfani chachichika tabusuani na MPP for ye te ho ye ntime nkasa se musuro se danyo hwe ye wa me ye nyina ye wa America he Trump me de na ye example okọ baby a ohun se ye ne stronghold a ye Republican ye red state no okọ hwa o say Democrat for omo mpe fita for omo oye fita ni omo nyina ye fita for bo okọ ka jo mo se Democrat for mpe masem etina mo bibia ye wo mo amukro mu nso state bi te say North Carolina very beautiful state ni ade but Trump ye yama red war blue war na Democrat enwini de bia no Trump ba ye den lesi ye onwini ho nyina because of nsem anofika communication no e was say wo kan asem a ebe division be ba ni na NDC fo esu ya da bi omo de tata ye no ma ha ni omo ni no mu twantro ye nko ane ye de yes ye kan okure che bibia wo biase na me tie ye nua ba ko bi oba ade we communication be na wo
ye friends tribal
communication be na ye nua ni ye say free education be me person me use say word ni kure bi what is wrong with us ya yiri ye ho aye adwuma and then it is possible ke kan ye they are we a friend is saying ye nua the voice traffic na me wo platform ni so bi na adu me so am be kasa me ye mu hyehye me no so what ya say na ye yiri ye ho ye adwuma se ya na ye nya ye ho ye boaboa sa na obi abehwie gu ye ma kwan bio se de nanado kan ye no na me ya me we o chehene o se ye ma wo kwan wuntimi ntrem afa wo photomanto na fa wahene ma na ko then ye hwe wutimi ko voter region emboa ne nipa enum nso ni eje okujeto hwe be ma setantan we no abegina kumasi ebisa yen asantefo akumasi asanti ni ben e na sebe yo na emboa no mu nso ebi nsi da ba ko voter region emboa eni nipa no mu nso bomo because me ye me national service wo ho no e dan papa bi ani omukro mu ho no nso afo omukro mu ho fa so what you say na yen asantefo okujeto be bisa yen say ye MPP di so den o maya omo nye hwe man hwe development nansa yi a Dr. Kesin mo started call advance omo post ni am say enti ye yade we nyina wo Kumase Ashanti region ayentimi am communicating ayitu yamoka what are you guys doing then they yamo enti me dia me see abayi ayekotu yentu bia ne enfa nipa foforo enti me damase obi nsim to aso thank you so much
asem ne wa be say asem no mu ba me voice.
Voice, Mr. Meba, we made a big phone also the other.
Oh, my campaign,
Voice.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Meba Kasimbi. Mo soja ni bia wo tie me. Me nim se no tie me wo. Enura ana na the girlfriend ni me di nkomo ka se. Wo ka ro acho se wo mi tie o TikTok wo. Na mu ye dede. Mu tie ni ye. Etrap say mu peli that papa. Why sir? Yenye interest in tunsen. Nye hwe leadership a o metima boya face NDC age power na maye. Waso waka kire obi se 2024 NDC be wini. Na ni pa na eje na chini ye. Wana o say oni se NDC abamu onye but oni ogide NDC omunim de omo ye 2028 NDC be wini.
Busa for power tap why you power tap.
Why ti asema waka kire mi o. Ye de sa ma leadership na be sa ba biemu dia ene ye be lusu. Mibusano, what's in the Mabu and then say, Kiajitu. Say, yeah, my soldiers, Emma Shabato. Yeah, my soldiers, yeah, my police, and for 2 ma.